Hi everyone, welcome back to the Java Full Stack Developer series. Today, we are diving into some really important concepts in Java. There are constructors, packages, and access modifiers. These are key building blocks for understanding how Java programs are structured and how you can control access to your code. Okay, let's jump right in. First up, constructors. Okay, I think you already have seen some constructor in our previous video. A constructor is like a special method that runs automatically when you create an object. Its main job to initialize the object, right? So go back the person class person. In the last video, in here we can have the name and the age for the person. And to create the constructor, you can type person again in here and put two parameters, name and age, for the attribute like this. This age equals age, and you can create the person object, new person object, and you put the name, maybe J, and the age equals 32, like this. Then you print out the person. The person has the name and the person has the age, right? Person age, like this. See, when you create a new person like this, the constructor sets the name and the age for us. No extra method call needed, right? You just put the value into the person, into the constructor, just only this. And now, what if you want different ways to create an object? Maybe sometimes you know all the details and sometimes you don't. That's where multiple constructors come in. So let's add another constructor to the person class. Create another person constructor, and in here you just put the name and you don't put the age, and the person with the name from the constructor. But for the age, you will create a default value for it, for this constructor, maybe 10. Okay. And now when you create the object person by the second constructor without the age, how you can see it in the console. Alright, you can see the person J with the age 10. And if you want to create more constructor, you can create more if you want to, and put any parameters you want. But notice that you cannot create the constructor with the same parameter like something existing. For example, you create another person constructor like this. You can see the compiler display an error for this. person string is already defined in person, and even you change the name, it's not disappear the error, because let's read the error again. The person with the string parameter. So please careful with this. Okay, so what if you don't define any constructor? Java gives you a default one that takes no parameters. Alright, let's clear all the constructor. Alright, clear all the constructor that you define, and you create the person without any parameters, and let's run it. Okay, you see the person with the name no and the age equals 0. The age equals 0 because the age is the primitive type, primitive data type, so the default value of it is 0 for integer. But for the object like a string, the default value of it is no. Okay, and but once you add your own constructor, the default one disappears unless you explicitly define it. For example, you have the constructor with a parameter name like this, and now you can see you can use the default constructor again like this until you create explicitly like this. Okay, now let's talk about packages. Think of a package as a folder on your computer. It helps you organize your classes into groups. For example, if you are building a person, maybe a package for group all the object on the class relative to person, maybe person and student and teacher. For example, you can create a package. Right click on source folder and new and to package, and here you can define a package name, maybe a person. Okay, and in here you can create class named person, and you can create class relative with a person like student, like teacher, like this. And so you can see all the class relative the person is in just one folder, person, like this. So you can see it's easier for you to organize your classes into folder or into groups. Okay, and finally let's talk about access modifiers. These control who can use your classes, methods, and properties. There are 4 access levels. Let's come back the main class. Okay, there are 4 access level: public, protected, default. Default is not keyword. Okay, default is like something not any modifier before it, and private, like this. This is these are access modifiers in Java. And let's break this down with some examples so you can get more details. Okay, we can create. Okay, we have person class. Okay, person class like this inside a package name person. Please notice this. And anyone can use the person class. Okay, and in the person class you create a public string name like this, and you also create a method name run, for example. So now anyone can access name and anyone can access run, because the access modifier of it is public. Let's try it. You go main again and you create the object of person equal new person like this. And now you can access the name like this, or you can access the run method like this, right? But when you we just change something. So I will remove the public access modifier for the class person, and now see different. Okay, as you can see, I can access the person class again. You can see the error display here. Okay, because you can access this. The person is on another package, so you can access it. But if you copy the person, but if you use the person class in the same package, you go to the student and you try to create a variable like person like this. So the person class can use it here in the same package. So you can see I didn't put any access modifier here. So this is the default access modifier. Okay, we will create another class, because in Java it doesn't allow you to set private for the class which name the same with the file. So I need to create another one, maybe class person2 like this. Modifier private not allowed here. Okay, maybe inside I need to create an inner class like this. Alright, and a student, I can do this. I can access the class person2 from the person. Okay, but if I remove the private, I can do that person2 like this. Okay, and let's add the public again. Now let's go back to the main and let's try to go to person again, and for the name I will remove the public modifier and come back to main. You see, now I can access the name again, because now the name cannot be accessed from outside the package. Alright, but inside the same package you can do that. You can go to person here and create a function to do something. Okay, maybe a method, and in here I will create a person called new person, and I can access the name like this, right? But if you change it, the modifier, the access modifier here to be private, and you come back to student, you can see even you in the same package, the student still cannot access the name variable because now you put the private. Okay, so for the private access modifier, you cannot access from anywhere, from outside the class, from outside the package, from the world. You can't do anything with the private, just only inside the class that defined the variable. Okay, I think you can understand this very easy by practice. You can try to change modifier and go somewhere to check if whether it can access the variable or access the method, so you can understand well. You can understand more detail about this. Now we will do an interesting thing. Let's change the private to protected for the name, and here let's think about the protected is something like private, yeah, or default. You can go to student and see student can access the name. Okay, can say the name, but just in the same package. Please note that the student class is the same package with the person, so it can do that. But if you create another class outside the package, you can create another class like superior, and you can create a method, do something, and you create a person. Person, and let's try to access the name. No, you cannot access the name from outside. But if you do this, you let extend or inherit from the person. Now you can access the name from the parent class like this. Okay, but if you go to person again and you change the protected to private, and now you can access this again. So protected will allow you to access from the subclass. It's very important in inheritance of OOP programming. Okay, so I know that you didn't learn about the extent, about inheritance, but I just in this video I just show you the access modifier. So protected is very important, so I need to show you it soon before we learn about the OOP. Alright, so today we learned about constructors, how to create objects and initialize them in different ways, package to organize our code, and access modifiers to control who can see and use your classes, methods, and properties. I hope this all makes sense. And in the next video we'll cover even more exciting topics. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you don't understand anything, you can comment below and I can answer you any question for the topic. Alright, thanks for watching and see you in the next time.